Hello everyone and welcome to this WRV Book Review on Fracture and Vengeance, the two books in the Fracture series by Miranda. Now, Fracture, I originally got this back in 2012, I think. I read through it, and honestly, it was one of my favorite books at the time, and it still is one of my favorite books of all time. Definitely one of the top, 20, which, considering I've read over 300, that's pretty good. It's about Delaney Maxwell, who falls into a frozen lake, and she isn't pulled out by her friend Decker until 11 minutes have passed. And this leaves her changed. She can start sensing when someone is about to die. And it's overall a pretty cool, a pretty surreal book and story. And Delaney is just an awesome character, and the story, in my opinion, is told very well. It's written very well, and it kept me hooked. I finished it in one day originally, and then I reread it before the second book. And originally, I don't think it was supposed to be a second book, but Miranda did release a second book, and I decided to reread this because I've been wanting to read it anyway. I decided to wait until right before the second book came out, and I finished it in 2 days, which for a reread is awesome, very well for me. So this book had me hooked the first time, and then a reread before February 4th, which the second book come out. And the second book here, Vengeance, was a sequel, and it's told from Decker's point of view, which is her best friend, and he gets mad at her because this is kind of spoilerish, but I don't think that big, because it happens at the beginning, and even though it's the second book, it still can kind of be like a standalone. But his dad dies, and he realizes that she knew about it, and he gets mad. And the first book, like I said, is one of my favorite books of all time. The second book is still great, but Decker pretty much stayed mad almost throughout the entire book, and it was really getting tiresome, especially since he was mad, at the main character of the first book, which we've come to love in the first book. And I really did not like that. Not at all. So that kind of made me angry about the second book, but ultimately it was still a great, especially since it expanded on a whole bunch of side characters from the first book. It expanded on a whole bunch of Delaney and Decker's friends that you didn't get to see too much over the first book. It expanded on a lot and how they have stuck together through everything. And this is it's a very awesome duology. Definitely read Fracture first, the first book obviously, and Vengeance ain't really nowhere near as good as Fracture, but it is still an awesome book, and they both come highly recommended. I give this duology, and it might become more later on, who knows, but for that now, it's a duology, and I give it probably between both of them a 8 stars out of 10, but in terms of individual books, I would probably give Fracture a 9 and Vengeance a 7. And I usually don't rate books in the same series separately, but these are pretty different from each other that I feel like I can. So yeah, it's definitely a great duology. Read Fracture, and then if you like it, which you should, but who knows, I mean, everyone has their own opinions, then read Vengeance. So thanks for watching this book review. It was over kind of short, but I think I got to the point a lot quicker than I usually do, so that was pretty good. I need to try to start talking quicker. Thanks for watching this book review. If you like this video, please subscribe and check out my other book reviews in the description. Until next time, wahoo!